All right, well, before we wrap up, I know you wanted to take a couple minutes here to talk about special needs trusts.
Yeah, and I heard you all talking earlier today about AI, and I heard the New York Times tech writer who was talking about AI, and
his conversation.
And there's
that was a little. It was strange to me. I don't know.
Was it fearful though? I feel like you might have had a twinge of tech anxiety there.
I was a little concerned. Yeah, I mean, I'm not panicking, but it definitely was raising my eyebrows.
So I think it's great. I think it's amazing. So what I did, because I was playing with this when ChatGPT first was launched, I was messing with it on our holiday vacation last and asking it a bunch of questions. Do a workshop for me, write sales copy on this, that, or the other thing. So this morning, I went on the new one, the Windows, which is what you were talking about, or what the folks at New York Times were talking about was Windows version, who's partnered with OpenAI. Sam Altman and Bill Gates, in essence, are partnering and thinking big, staying on that theme, thinking huge. But Sam Altman has talked about it as the invent of the calculator, right? Math didn't change. We just advanced it, right? So same kind of concept here. Is it going to replace a journalist? No, but it's certainly going to speed up their efficiencies, right? So what is a special needs trust? I put that in.
Okay.
A special needs trust is a legal arrangement in which a person known as a beneficiary receives a designated sum of money or property on a regular basis, typically used to pay for special needs. So that answered me within seconds. So what does that mean? What does that do? Well, maybe we'll write a blog about it and put it on our website, but we're certainly going to edit it. There's no question about it. We're going to edit it. We're going to flavor it. We're going to nuance it, as folks like to say. But special needs trusts, see that? I've already kind of said what it is, and I didn't do the work. Right? So moving forward, what we need the specialty of understanding it more than what the simple answer is on AI. So Ben and his team, the estate planning team at Stiles Law, utilize special needs trusts in a lot of different places, right? So there's the obvious ones where somebody is in essence a ward of the state. So one of your children or heirs is a ward of the state, and they're receiving funds from the state. If they were to get a windfall of money upon death, then they would not be eligible for some of that state funding. So it's utilized there a lot. But special needs is, I like to call it unique needs. Unique needs separate from, a standard trust. So what is a unique need for somebody? Well, maybe it's simply distributing the money in a thoughtful, timely way, right? So God forbid somebody dies young and they have young children. At the age of 18, they may have a windfall and buy that Ferrari and, get in an accident with that Ferrari, and all of a sudden that money's gone, right? So maybe they have a time structure. At age 21, they'll get 1/3. At age 25, they'll get 1/3. At age 30, or sometimes folks do for the set aside money for the wedding to start a new business. And those are unique needs, special needs. And of course, with what we're dealing with in the nation with substance abuse disorder, if that is something that people need to be thinking about, that's a unique special need whereby somebody that you trust, right? Trustee, somebody that you trust is going to be responsible for distributing that money to that certain individual. Now, ChatGPT or OpenChat by Windows didn't say all of that, but it got me started. It got me thinking about it.
Okay. All right. So you're excited about the future of the AI.
I love it.
You're not nervous.
Well, I embrace it. And the reality of it is it's because I'm trusting of the leaders of it right now. Right.
Yeah.
So if it gets in the wrong hands, of course, and it's going to, and we always are out telling people, be really vigilant and careful with the scams too, because AI is going to make those a lot easier for companies to scale, to make a scam go across a lot of people fast. And they're going to be smart and they're going to be tricky. So, be super vigilant with that. But, Sam Altman, I trust him. Elon Musk, I trust him.
Yeah.
Bill Gates, he's the most philanthropic person on the planet. I trust him.
They're going to make the right decisions.
I would name him a trustee.
And
he's
guess,
a trustee of AI right now. They are trustees of AI.
Well, if Dr. Joe sits down and has a conversation and he's okay, then I guess Dr. Joe clears the AI and says they are competent and not getting into their, what was that dark shadow or whatever it was, the shadow that the AI wanted.
Dark web.
Yeah.
But think about this.
Oh, yeah.
Think about this. Dr. Joe sees something he hasn't seen in a long time, and he types it in, and it gets him in a new direction faster, right? It speeds up his research and analysis of something he hasn't seen
Oh,
before.
that's true. Yeah.
Maybe
no.
we'll get Sam Altman on the show, Dr. Joe. Thomas,
All right.
make that happen.
All right.
That'll be great.
Good stuff as always with Mark Stiles, Stiles Law, stiles-law.com. They're on Route 139 in Marshfield. And Mark, people can get in touch with you and your great team if they got any questions.
That's right. Best is the phone, 781-319-1900. Again, 781-319-1900. We're right here on State Road 139 in Marshfield, right off Route 3. And, we're here to serve, whether it's your real estate needs or your estate planning needs. We're here to be proactive so that you don't find yourself in a situation where you need to be reactive and getting into courts and litigation. We do the work to keep you out of there.
All right, good stuff with Mark Stiles. He'll be back with us again next Friday, right after the news at 9 on WATD. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you, Rob.
Have a great weekend.
You as well.